Oh yeah, let's do that. I just about did it. Like that. Yeah. Perfect. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Sam's Doing Stuff. This is Sam and Steve doing stuff today.
Yeah.
You know, he came over the other day and we cut up a mess of logs, the smaller ones that he, the branches that he burns. And I didn't shoot any video, but boy, did we work. We did it all in 2 hours. That was pretty darn good. Yeah. Well, today we're going to be working on stuff a lot bigger than little branches. We got the big rounds. These are average around 30 inches a piece. So we set the splitter up vertically. So, because the tractor can lift them, but it's just too dangerous to get them up on top of a horizontal splitter and try and manage those big pieces. So what I'm going to do today is just quarter them. We're going to take a 30-inch piece. The tractor with the grapple is going to grab those things and set them right here. Now this, you saw me build this in the intro, it's the key to the whole operation, really, because if you set that round in there to get it positioned just right so the splitter will handle it, it's just not possible without getting it up off the ground. And these are like a skid, and it slides right in, and then Mr. Easton here is gonna man the handle while I've got the tractor holding it in place, and we split them up. We've done this before. It's the first time I put that little H piece in though and built. I used to just use these just separate and they just go all over the place. That's gonna help a ton. So anyway, let's get splitting.
Ready to go.
And now here we are. Familiar sight, isn't it? Yeah, back in the trailer. Gonna take it from here and split right into the trailer like I did before. This is all white oak, and I'm trying to keep it separate because you know that's gonna take a lot longer to dry. So, I'll tell you a couple of things about what we just did, okay? First of all, that is not as easy as it looks. Operating the tractor and the grapple, getting in between things like that and being so precise with it, turning logs around with it, it took me years to get to that point. So that's just, don't want you to think you just go out and, I mean, sure, go out and try it for sure, but practice. Especially around somebody else. You know, I'm working right around my dad. I don't want to drop a huge 500-pound round on his foot. You know, I don't want to drive over top of him, and I don't want to destroy the splitter either. You know, there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong there. So just practice and be careful if you're going to do something like that. So now we got to split into the trailer. And like I said, this is all white oak in here. It's all going to go in the trailer as I split it, and I've got the basket set over here on the tractor to throw the uglies in so my dad can have that stuff. And this isn't all of it either. There's a whole pile sitting right there. There's a whole another pile on there, and then a little tiny pile way over there. So yeah, that's all got to be done. I couldn't fit any more in here. This is all I could fit. But once I get all this split, I'll bring more up and just keep going. So what do you call that? Half full or half empty? I call it awesome. That's what I call it. So the question, of course, is it worth it? Is it worth it to manage those huge rounds? Well, for my situation, it's definitely worth it. I got to get everything that I can, and I got to process everything that I can. And you know what? There's really no waste either. All that chaff that I scoop up, my dad burns it. You know, I scoop it all up, I put it in his pile, and we'll sort it all out when we stack it at his house. There's no waste. I really have no waste. Let me tell you something else. This stuff is beautiful. You know, how many pieces that I get that are bark free from those big chunks? Way more than if you're small. Obviously, if you're splitting smaller pieces, you got more bark. It's really amazingly beautiful wood, and I love the way it's turning out. It's a lot of work. Yeah, it's a lot of work. A little extra work to manage those big suckers, and I do not mind lifting those rounds because, while I'm able to do it, I want to do it. I want to stay strong as I possibly can because there will be a day when I won't be able to lift that. So the weather is turning. It's starting to rain right now. I'm going to get this splitter out of here and put it in the barn. I'm going to leave the trailer here. It should be fine, but at least get the splitter out of the way. I still have 3 more piles of these rounds to split up before I'm done. Now, I've got a couple of things I want to tell you about. Let's go in the barn. Always park your hydraulics down. When you park your tractor, park with your hydraulics all the way down. Just a little tip there, a little bonus. That one was free. So I wanted to give you an update on the status of my string trimmer, that Dewalt string trimmer, the battery 60-volt string trimmer that died. I took it to the repair shop, and it's under warranty. They have a 3-year warranty, and I was really curious to see what Dewalt would do. I had that situation with my 60-volt chainsaw, and they repaired it. Well, this time, Dewalt gave me a brand new one. So they didn't give me the battery and charger, which I wouldn't expect, but all I gave them was the power head, and they gave me a whole new trimmer. So this has a trimmer head with it. So bonus, now I have an electric string trimmer that I can keep up at the house and just do the little stuff around the house with, and I've got the steel to do the real work. Because let me tell you, that's the bottom line when it comes to electric versus gas. The real heavy duty stuff, the real serious work, the gas is the way to go. I know that the electric, I swear, it just seems so powerful and is so good at first, but I just don't think they're made for that type of work. So I'm gonna use the electric for little stuff, use the gas for the big stuff. Now, I don't really wanna go outside, but come on. Actually, no, I'm just gonna stay in the barn. Oh boy, the weather turns fast. Oh my goodness. It's not really showing up on camera, but we're getting this crazy rain, sleet right now with a lot of wind. Whoa, lots of wind. So anyway, then I'll just tell you about it. So I told you before, I think, maybe I said it or not, I don't know. Anyway, I called the county engineer and they came down and they looked at my drainage situation. That culvert there, that concrete that's kind of smashed up. I'll put some B-roll up if you don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so long story short, he said he wouldn't advise closing it off, which I had no intention of doing that because I would flood my barn. But I am gonna, I don't want to do the same work twice. So that old concrete is obviously failing. I'm going to replace that with double wall plastic pipe. He said I can reduce it. It's 24 inches, and he said it's okay to reduce that down to 15. That's what they use along the roads. So I'm going to put a drain in. I'm going to put 40 feet of 15-inch double wall culvert pipe in there, and it's going to allow me to bury that and be able to mow around that end of the barn. Then what happens beyond that, there's other plans that I will let you know when they come up, but anyway, that's the plan for that. And oh, I guess I'm just gonna hang out in the barn until it's time to go in. Wow. Guys, I think that's gonna be it. I'm gonna hang out in the barn until this rain stops, or at least until I can feel safe enough to go up to the house. Oh boy. Well, I'll pull a line from Neil from Dig Drive DIY. If I'm lucky, I'll see you in the next one. Catch you next time when I'm doing more stuff.